The pre-midlife crisis starts anywhere between the age of 9 and 13 years old. It's actually when he is receiving a deposit from the spirit world on how his outlook on life is going to be. So in many cases at 9, he could be 40. And in the midlife crisis, at 40, many of the men are 9. It's the pre-midlife crisis. The pre-midlife crisis. No one understands him. His body is changing. His voice is changing. And he's dealing with the way that he was brought up. And it's confusing to him. Because just a few years ago, he was 3 years old, or 2 years old, like my grandson, and my grandson's 4 now. When my grandson was 2 years, he's doing all these drawings, and he's making all these pictures, and the picture is ugly. The picture is not together. You can't even make out what the picture is. It's just a picture of something, a drawing of something. It looks sort of retarded and crazy. But mama is trained to say, what, to the 2-year-old boy? That's nice. So this goes up on the refrigerator. In the presence of his mother, it's okay for him to draw outside of the lines. So he goes through life drawing with no definition, no expression. In fact, no one is telling him that there is an artist on the inside. We just give him paper to keep him occupied when we're in the restaurant. It's why the menu is in the coloring book and they give you crayons. It's because it's not to pull up the artist that's on the inside of him. It's to distract him and keep him from bothering you while you're eating your dinner. And after a while, he begins to buy into this, that I can draw all outside of the lines. I don't have to make anything look any kind of way because my mama is going to say it's okay. And now some of you are dealing with these boys who are 30 years old and they can't get their life together. They're in jail. You're running around trying to get a 35-year-old boy out of jail, and he still ain't got no place to live. He come out of jail, he got to come move in with you. And you know what? In your eyes, that's my baby. You destroyed him with telling him it's okay to draw outside of the line. But that kid goes to school. And when that kid goes to school, the teacher says, you can't continue to draw like that. If you're going to work in life, you're going to have to follow some rules and regulations. You have to draw within the line. And so the boy with great discipline is able to draw within the line. But he doesn't finish the picture because he's still distracted by what his mama told him. Pull the camera over here. There you go. Well, what his mama told him. His mama told him, it is okay for me to draw outside of the line. My teacher is telling me that I have to discipline myself and I have to draw within guidelines. Now, what I have to do? So now he's battling. I have the same problem with folks that come from churches that let the babies cry. You don't want me to preach tonight. No, you're not ready. No, let the babies cry. You shout all night long. When the time for the preacher to preach, you're slumped over sleeping. Absolutely no order, chewing gum, texting while the service is going on, finish playing the organ, all the musicians is out in the hallway. Because where you come from, they let you do whatever you want to do. And then God sends you over here to me, and I have to bring definition to your life, and so you can get half the picture started. So you start out here and you're doing good, but this does not allow you to stay. Because I'm tired of Bishop telling me, why didn't you put that there? Why don't you move this there? Do the Midas touch. You shouldn't have moved that. Put that over here. He's just bothering me. You came out of an environment that allows you to draw outside of the line. There is no rules. There's no regulations. There's no nothing. And then many of you as pastors, have no rules, no regulations, no order with your life. You stand up there and want members to pay tithe, and you don't pay tithe. You want them to be submitted to leadership, and you ain't submitted to nobody. You drawing outside the line trying to discipline someone else, and the only thing they can do is wind up like the head. And in the realm of the spirit, this is exactly how you look, because the membership don't know who you are. Because one week you're preaching like Jakes, the next week you're preaching like Jones, the next week you're preaching like Bloomer, and we have yet to see how you preach. There is no definition to who you are because your environment told you.